Alright guys, I am back. And we got some Heretic chocolate hazelnut porter. Shit sounds right up my alley. It says porter with natural flavors added. 7%. Be a heretic. Don't drink ordinary beer. And then out of California it looks like. So right down there. Pretty cool stuff. Rather basic label. Except for that character on the side there. What's that all about? And that's about all we're going to get. Oh, wait. Never mind. There's actually a quite extensive write-up underneath the fucking price tag there, which wasn't that crazy whatsoever. Chocolate Hazelnut Porter was the very first beer entered in competition. It took third place and gave me feedback on what I could do to improve. This sparked my passion for competition. To improve my brewing. The next time it took first place and eventually Best of Show award. There is just something wonderful about the combination of rich chocolate and toasty hazelnut. When I started Heretic, people asked when we would release chocolate hazelnut porter, but we had to be patient. Like that first award-winning beer, I had to make sure this one in this can was perfect before we could release it. Many brews and tastings later, I'm proud to offer you this rich, chocolatey, nutty dessert in a glass. Sounds fucking good. Got a nice little bit of carbonation coming up top. Nice little bit of head there. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. So it's 7%. Not too shabby. It's not a slouch. It's not super boozy. It's just kind of right in the middle. Definitely get a good, nice like milk chocolate washing over the palate. And then there is that nuttiness on the finish. As you complete your drink, it washes over your tongue and it leaves you with kind of like a semi-dry mouthfeel. Not bad at all. I do like that. Alright, Florida Freeze right there from Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations. Am I holding it the right direction? There we go. Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations. We're using another one. So this one isn't her new premium, but it's her old premium. So let's see. It's still sheep's milk formula, but she improved on this formula, and the new one is her current formula. Florida Freeze, just like the Florida citruses, it's mentholated grapefruit, orange, lime, lemon, and let's say cubea, which is actually floral. But the rest of them, you know the deal. So this is a mentholated, citrus-forward scent, and that is what we're working with today. I'll give you a look at the soap here in just a second, and the ingredients on the side. But this is a good one. Bright, fresh citrus scent, and then it's got a kind of mid-level menthol chill, and it's good shit. It's quite enjoyable, especially on a hot summer day. So I'll start over here. Ingredients. It is a tallow base. It's got the sheep's milk as well. That's kind of like the key ingredient in this base. Alright. And then the soap kind of looks like that. And it's pliable, but firm. So, as you can see there, you got to put a little bit of pressure to get something going on there. And then, of course, as always, we got the Lancaster Razorworks bowl filled up right there. Beautiful bowl. And then we got our Alpha Shaving Company Outlaw brush with a Silver Fox, Arctic Fox synthetic brush. So, very good looking brush. I do like the aesthetic of this one. I have two Outlaw handles from Alpha Shaving Company. I have two of them, one in red, one in silver. I like them that much. But this one here has a synthetic that I think was set too low. And I bought this one direct from Alpha Shaving Company, whereas the other one I bought just the handle and then I had knotted up by Frank from Strike Gold Shave. So one of them I had knotted direct from the source, and the other I sent out to get knotted by someone else. I love the one that Frank did at Strike Gold Shave. This one here doesn't get a whole hell of a lot of use because I feel like the synthetic knot that was put inside of it is set way too low, causing it to have a ton of backbone, and it's very springy, and if you want to splay it, you have to put some pressure on, man. And that's just not something that I enjoy all that much. I've talked about getting it re-knotted, and I absolutely need to because I just don't like it. Like, I have a feeling the synthetic knot that's in it would be fine. Probably not my favorite synthetic knot in my collection, but I have a feeling it would be fine if it was set a little bit higher, making it easier to splay and not so stiff. Anyhow, we're going to be using the Gem. This is the 1912 variant. Nice little short, stubby handle. You get a look at it there when we got a second use Gem Blue Star blade in it. All right, let's get with it. So this is one of those soaps that definitely has a little bit of menthol scent, but there's so much bright citrus going on that it's not too bad, at least in my opinion. I've never been one to like really hate on the scent of menthol. Now, of course, I totally understand if the menthol is just covering everything and you can't even pick out the scent underneath, or if you feel like the menthol is so egregious that it's fucking up an otherwise complex scent. But if it's one of these deals that's fairly simplistic, like a straightforward citrus scent or a straightforward fruity scent, and they just smash it with menthol, and so you pick up a little bit of that menthol fragrance as well, that has never really bothered me. And it's pretty common, so very nice. The old formula was still really good. Like, the old formula never had any problems when it came to slickness or post-shave. The feedback I gave on the old formula, the formula that I'm shaving with today, was that it didn't have all that much density, and the kind of like lather stability and longevity wasn't quite as impressive as I'd like it to be. It's not fizzling or dissipating away like on my face, but I think because it has such a lack of density that it just wouldn't hold up like other shaving soaps would. And so when I gave feedback on the old base, that's kind of what I wanted to see addressed, was just like more density, and the result of that would be kind of like a more luxurious feel and more lather stability or longevity, meaning it wouldn't fizzle away during the course of a shave. And I think she addressed both of those things while simultaneously eking out a little bit more slickness, residual and original. And then the same quality post shave that was there previously. So she did a good job with her new premium, and we'll be using some of that later this week. I think I'm in the mood to just do like a Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations week. And from what I've seen, I don't think very many people can participate in a Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations week. Even though I've used them for years now, and I've recommended them for years now, I don't think very many people have listened. And that's fine. To each your own. More for me. But Lisa's no joke. I think she's made improvements everywhere that she's needed to make improvements. And her product line as of today, I have no reservations about recommending them to people. I think she's flushed out a decent lineup of scents, albeit some of them are dupes and some of them are rather simplistic, but she's fleshed out a decent lineup of fragrance offerings, and her luxury base and her budget base have both became very good quality. And so if you were ever going to listen to my recommendation for Lisa's soap, now would be the time, because I feel like both of her bases have reached a very nice point, and I think you won't be disappointed if you make a purchase with Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations today. Alright, enough fooling around. And please remember, this is the old formula, so the new is even better than this, even though it's not bad at all. Let's get this against the grain going. Got a nice cooling action, and I'm really enjoying that. Like I said, I wouldn't deem this as entry-level menthol. I would deem this as medium-level menthol. So this would definitely be for the menthol lover, someone who appreciates a good menthol chill. Nice citrus scent though, definitely bright. It pops out at you. When you have a medley of citruses like this one, it's kind of hard to go wrong. If you don't know that Litse Cobea, that scent note, it's a floral note, but it actually has a citrus character. So it's really just adding to the citrus vibe of this one. I've been enjoying some shooting the shave lately. If you are a longtime member of the wet shaving community and you've been watching the YouTube wet shavers for quite a while, like I have, you might know Josh from Shooting the Shave. And he had himself a little hiatus, and although he hasn't announced a return, at least not that I'm aware of, he has been putting out some content lately. So please go over to Shooting the Shave on YouTube and check him out. And if you like what you see, subscribe and dive into his back catalog. And hopefully he keeps gracing us with his presence, because Josh was one of the good ones. kept his videos a lot shorter than mine, but he still had a lot of useful information, and just an overall good guy. And so I always enjoyed watching Josh over at Shooting the Shave. So glad to see him back in action. All right. Very nice. Just work on this residual slickness here. Trying to ensure that BBS in my tough spots. I kind of got a swirl like right on the Adam's apple, and so it's always a little bit tough to get BBS there. But if I do a little bit of buffing, it usually gets the job done. All right. Give that a nice shake. We'll rinse off and see how we did. I will say, I made a decent lather today. I loaded somewhat heavy just because it's been a while since I've used this old base. And as a result of it not being as dense, if you don't load heavy, it kind of looked like you made a bad lather. But it's good lather, you just gotta kind of load a little extra. And like I said, she definitely improved from this old base. So today, if you made a purchase, there would be nothing to worry about. All right, got a nice lingering chill on the skin. I like that. I appreciate that. It's been hot lately, although it hasn't been as hot as it was the last few weeks. Today it's warm, but it's not as bad. And it's funny how my tolerance for the heat has increased since this heat wave has been rolling through the West Coast. Because previously, if it was over 75 degrees, I'd be uncomfortable and bitchy, being the big boy that I am. But now that we've had like consecutive over 100-degree days, it's like if it's 90 out, I'm like, damn, it's nice. It's funny how your body adapts relatively quickly. Like 90 with the breeze is the new 75 up here. All right. Now, I treated myself, if you saw my mail call, to one of my favorite designer houses, and that's Prada. Prada Luna Rosa. And so this one is kind of the fragrance that kicked off the line. This one's kind of the lightest and freshest of the line. And then you have one that's kind of like a contender for like Dior Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel, and that would be Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. And then you have one that's a little bit warmer and my personal favorite, and that would be Prada Luna Rosa Black. But this one is the one that started it all. You can see it has a rather wide opening on top, so we're going to kind of try to put our finger partially over the opening to help reduce it, and we'll try to get our fingers wrapped around the bottom and the top so that we get a good firm grip on the bottle. Oh yeah, that smells nice. This is light, fresh, it has a good citrus pop. It's a perfect finish to that citrus soap. I do believe it is a alcohol-based aftershave. Oh man, that smells good, man. Now, hopefully this has decent longevity on it, but if it doesn't, I'm just going to enjoy the fragrance for whatever time I have with it. But good stuff. It says aftershave lotion on the front, but it's actually an aftershave splash. So, and then there's not really any additional information other than that. But good stuff. I am definitely smelling good now. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.